Hello from Source Point. This is the fourth Mini-Mind Aerobics session. If you've missed the other ones, go to mysourcepoint.org/online programs. My name is Joan Pierce. When programs resume, there will be 2 Mind Aerobics sessions on Friday afternoons. First one is from 11 to noon, and the second one is from 1 to 2. I hope you can join us. Are you ready to think? Get your paper and your pen. These will be some short mind challenges to keep you connected, thinking and smiling a bit too. If you need to think, always feel free to pause so that you can get the answers. I will keep on rolling. So here we go. A mind once stretched by a new idea never regains its original dimensions. Let's continue to use, stretch, and challenge our minds. We're going to start out today with tri-bond. I will give you 3 clues for each question. This time, there are 3 names of people, first names, that share a same last name. There are 6 questions in this particular segment. I hope you get them all right. Question number 1. Here are your 3 first names, and you're going to write down what last name they have in common. Bill, Chelsea, Hillary. So your 3 clues for number 1 are Bill, Chelsea, Hillary. Number 2, your 3 clues are Barry, Robin, Maurice. Barry, Robin, and Maurice. Number 3, your clues are Jackie, Tito, and Michael. Number 3, your clues are Jackie, Tito, and Michael. Number 4, Robin, Cindy, Esther. Number 4, Robin, Cindy, Esther. Number 5, your clues are George, Denzel, Martha. Your clues for number 5 are George, Denzel, Martha. Last one in this series, Demi, Julianne, Mandy. Number 6, your clues are Demi, Julianne, and Mandy. If you'd like to pause, you may, but I'm going to go over the answers now. So these were 3 first names. What is the common last name? The answer to number 1 is Clinton. Bill Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, and Hillary Clinton. Number 2, your clues were Barry, Robin, and Maurice. The answer is Gibb. They were known as the Bee Gees. So Barry Gibb, Robin Gibb, and Maurice Gibb. Number 3, they were part of the Jackson 5, so your answer for number 3 is Jackson. So Michael Jackson, Tito Jackson, and Jackie Jackson. Number 4, I hope you got this one right. Williams, Robin Williams, Cindy Williams, and Esther Williams. Number 5, George, Denzel, and Martha Washington. And finally, number 6, Demi Moore, Julianne Moore, and Mandy Moore. Hope you did well with that warm-up. Next, we're going into problem solving. This involves using number answers to get you to the next step. There are 4 parts to this question. After you write down your first answer, which is a number, I will ask you to add or subtract to get the next answer. And we do that until we get to the fourth part. After the fourth part of the question, I'll give you time, and then I will step by step go over the answer with you. Good luck. First part, the number of weeks in a year. The number of weeks in a year. With that number, you're going to subtract the number of feet in 4 yards minus the number of feet in 4 yards. To that number, you're going to add the number of sides on a pentagon plus the number of sides on a pentagon. Last step of the problem solving is subtract the number of seasons in a half of a year minus the number of seasons in half a year. If you want to pause it, that would be a good time. Otherwise, we're going to keep rolling with the answer. So I hope you got the right answer. The number of weeks in a year is 52. So 52 minus the number of feet in 4 yards. So 4 yards, in each yard we have 3 feet. So 4 times 3 is 12. So we have 52 minus 12 to get 40. And then we added the number of sides on a pentagon, which is 5. So 40 plus 5, we're at 45 for step 3. The last one was a little bit tricky. Subtract the number of seasons in half of a year. There's 4 seasons in a year, so there's only 2 in half of a year. So 45 minus 2 is 43. So hopefully you ended up with 43 as your answer. In this next section, there are 8 answers. All of your answers this time are going to contain the word big, B-I-G. So let's see how well you do with these big questions. Question number 1, your clue is famous constellation. So remember, your answer is going to have the word big in it. Number 2, nickname of NYC. Number 2, nickname of NYC. Number 3, Sesame Street character. Remember, you're going to have the word big in your answer. Number 4, Sasquatch. That's all you get. Sasquatch. Number 5, 2 all beef patties, special sauce. That's the clue for number 5. Number 6, adversary of Little Red Riding Hood. Number 6 is adversary of Little Red Riding Hood. Number 7 is crime of having 2 spouses. Number 7, crime of having 2 spouses. So remember, you're going to have the letters B-I-G in your answer. And this is the only one of this series that is actually one answer instead of 2 words. Last one for this series, number 8, style of music of Glenn Miller. Style of music of Glenn Miller. If you need time to think, go ahead and pause, but I'm going to go backwards this time with our answers. So the last one is big band. The style of music of Glenn Miller is big band. Crime of having 2 spouses is bigamy. Number 6, adversary of Little Red Riding Hood is the big bad wolf. Number 5, the answer is Big Mac. Number 4, the answer is Sasquatch is known as Bigfoot. Number 3, your answer is Big Bird. Number 2, the Big Apple. New York City is also known as the Big Apple. And finally, number 1, the Big Dipper. So I hope you did well with those big questions. Joke for the day. Responsible. Who wants to be responsible? Whenever something bad happens, it's always, who's responsible for this? Learn to enjoy your own company. You are the one person you can count on living with for the rest of your life. And boy, that one's appropriate for this time of quarantine. When you don't know what you're talking about, it's hard to know when you're finished. So that is a little bit of comic relief for your day. This time, in this segment, there's going to be 5 questions. All of your answers will begin with the letter D, as in determined. So you are determined to get these 5 correct. Number 1. According to James Bond, these are forever. Number 1, according to James Bond, these are forever. Number 2 is actually a tri-bond question. Your 3 clues are duck, end, giveaway. So your 3 clues were duck, end, giveaway. So your answer is going to begin with the letter D, as in determined. Number 3, Keaton, Sawyer. So those are actually last names. So number 3, Keaton, Sawyer. Number 4, teeth, thread. Number 4 is teeth, thread. Last one for this series, household, flea, F-L-E-A, taxi. Number 5 is household, flea, taxi. So I'm hoping that you got all of these D answers correctly. So let's see. According to James Bond, diamonds are forever. So your first answer is diamonds. Dead duck, dead end, dead giveaway. So for that one, it was a word that went in front of all of those. So your answer for 2 was dead. Number 3, Diane Keaton, or Diane Sawyer. Number 4 was teeth thread, or dental floss. And last but not least, the household flea taxi is the dog. Weekly challenge. I hope that you had many words last time that had the words, the letters UP in them, or the word up. That was part of your challenge. And then did you figure out how many A's there are in the names of the continents? First, you had to know what the continents were, and I hope you didn't cheat on your phone. Africa, Asia, Antarctica, Australia, North and South America, and Europe. So there were a total of 14 A's. And other than the words North and South, each continent has something in common with how they are spelled. And this was part 2 of your challenge last week. Each continent name begins and ends with the same letter. All of them are A's except Europe, which is E's. So pretty cool, huh? This week's challenge, in the spelling of the colors of the official rainbow, how many total letters are in the names? For example, if you use an E 4 times, it would count as 4. If you said purple, it would count as 6, even though there is a duplication of the letters. And I'll give you a hint. Purple is not one of the official colors of the rainbow. There's another word for that. So your weekly challenge is to find out the total number of letters in the official colors of the rainbow. And then part 2, your challenge in the names of the Great Lakes. What is the total number of vowels in those names? So your second challenge is, in the names of the Great Lakes, what is the total number of vowels in the names? So your quote for this week is, the only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. We've talked about that a lot in Mind Aerobics. You're not going up against your neighbor, you are only trying to be a better you. Remember, we're all in this together. Be strong, stay safe, take time to do something that you love. Thank you for challenging your brain today. Be well. See you for the next Mini-Mind Aerobics.